The Bargain Bin Gamer would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders everywhere today.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Today we dive right into the depths of that bin to tackle one of the most generic forms of gaming, the kart racer. Will we find a hidden gem? You'll just have to watch and see. This is the Bargain Bin Gamer. Hello there, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Bargain Bin Gamer. I am your host, Davey Willett, and I'm here today to play the cheapest, oldest, and crappiest games out there, so you don't have to. Today we are diving into a special subject, the kart racer. As a lot of people my age, the tender young age of 39, I did grow up playing Mario Kart endless nights around the N64 with my friends, 4 controllers, trying not to screen cheat the same way we did in GoldenEye, all that glorious stuff. It was a golden age of gaming, and Mario Kart has always been the true king of the karter, and the original at that. However, a quick search on Steam or any other gaming platform will show that this genre has indeed been copied so much, which made the task of picking 3 kart races to dive into for you today quite challenging. So, let's just get straight into it with our first segment, which we're calling Free to Play. Our first game was only released in January of this year. It is a free-to-play game from Nexon. They describe it as the only free-to-play cross-platform kart racer with deep kart and character customization in stunning high definition. 8 players can race online in up to teams of 4 and face off in item or drift-focused races with karts and characters you personalize. Now, as you can imagine, this is a free-to-play title, so that level of deep kart and character customization comes with a lot of busy work, I would imagine, because I really did not get too much far past that busy work. That being said, this was an overall good-looking game that I didn't have the worst time playing. So let's dive straight in and take a look, shall we? Alright. So what we've got here is a pretty standard free-to-play kind of extravaganza. Alright, cool opening cinematic. Next. Finally one of these games that supports a control pad, by the way. Thanks to its more modern nature and aesthetic. Well, weekend login event. Oh, I've got rewards, do I? Today's reward is a crying girl. That's right. Nothing is more rewarding than playing a game each day than the tears of an upset child. Yep, okay. How do you just get into a game instead of having to skip through all this shit? Alright, there we go. Alright. So, I'm assuming that I can probably customize this guy a little bit and that everyone in this free-to-play game is going to know that I am a total newbie based on the fact that I am Captain Clone here. So, let's just start with a quick match and hope that people actually play this shit. Fabulous. I mean, so far it looks very pretty. The little tune playing in my ears right now is quite catchy. Oh, that was actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. Alright. work. It's good. Oh, what a surprise. Little question mark item box. Alright, that seems to be a shield of some sort. Cool, cool. Oh, they're all AIs. There is no one playing this game. How funny. No one wants to play with you, Dingo Davy. No one. Alright, so at this point I'm a little frustrated that I'm only playing against AI. I thought this was an online game. So I tried again with the matchmaking, and this time I came up with one single human player and the rest AI. Oh yeah, there's someone there who's playing on a PlayStation. That's cool. Friendly smile. How's it going? Good to see you. So my mate and I, we had a quick little race here back on the same old track. You know, only one human player and the rest AI. Again, didn't really make for much of a challenge. I think we were supposed to be on a team. Wasn't overly clear at the time. But overall, I came second. So still not too bad. Thumbs up to everyone. Huh. Upon finishing that race, though, the game then informed me that by default, I was only set to race against AI. I could then choose to play between races and AI to keep things easy on myself, or just play against all races and probably make things a little bit harder. If I'd known this from the start, I might have made some different choices. Probably going to have my ass handed to me. You're welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Good night. Hello! It's a room full of real people. Yes. It's not a great feeling of speed either.
There you go, homie.
Yes, there you go, homie, indeed. A little shocked at this moment to realise that there were other people in the voice chat who could hear me commentating. I don't know why I was shocked by that. It should be fucking obvious. It's an online game. I have a microphone. They can bloody hear me talking. So my natural instinct was just to shut the hell up and say nothing at all.
Fuck me, bro.
I agree. Well, that can go get fucked.
Might as well.
While you're at it. But up until this point, I had only really been playing quick matches, and I'd only just figured out how to play quick matches with more than one person or just AI players. However, I had not seen any Grand Prix or tournaments or anything like that, so I dove into the options to find them, and wouldn't you know it, to be able to do that, you need to earn points, complete certain tasks, all that kind of stuff. So look, I thought I'd give it a little bit of a go just to see what the free-to-play progression would be like. From B2 to B1 and then to Pro. Earn licenses to prove your skills and get rewards. Alright, let's try and get a license. There are dummies on the track. Hit as many dummies as you can with your water bombs. Hit red dummies to get extra points. Alright, let's do it. Alright, cool. I hit one dummy. What? Okay, it's gonna do that every time I hit a dummy? Cool. Wow. Okay, so this is the task. You do mundane tasks like this to get your license. I've got to... okay, so I need to get 28 points at least in the next 13 seconds. Yeah. Challenge complete. I know, it's very exciting. God, spare me! Alright. God, that is boring. This game can fuck itself. I mean... God, I did better in the first game when I had no idea what I was doing. Aww. Yeah, get over it. Threading the needle. Do something. Okay. Not doing so well. What? I don't avoid. Oh, there's instructions on the screen. Avoid the barricades across the finish line. Okay. How many more of these challenges do I have to do to get the bloody license? Quit. None of them. I don't want to do any of them. Okay. There's 8 of them to do. If I get through 8, I get the license. Fuck at that.
Alright, so let's wrap this up. As you can imagine, there is plenty of customization to do, provided you unlock all the stuff of all the busy work. You can make your character more like you, I guess?
I think Brian's a crier, because God knows I am.
And look, all in all, it's not terrible if you're willing to sink the time into it, I suppose. It has some great graphics, some great music. And look, from here on out, it's everything you would expect from a kart racer. There's items to use to gain an advantage. There's different themed types of tracks like snow and all that other kind of stuff. Overall, what goes on the course is not so much of a frantic clusterfuck as I would normally like, as you might get from Mario Kart. But then again, you know, you're always going to come back to comparing a game like this to Mario Kart. So look, at the end of the day, I could probably wind up playing this a little bit more, but then I've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with all the downloadable content on my Switch, so I'm probably just gonna go to that. It's a brand new one, so let's see if it picks up some pace in the free-to-play community. Next up, we see if a developer that previously disappointed us can come back fighting. This is Developer Redemption. For this week's Developer Redemption, we are going back to the Norwegian powerhouse Team 6, the team behind last episode's epic masterpiece, Alpha Xylon. I tried not to vomit as I said that. From Team 6 this time around, we have got the epic Calvin Tucker's Farm Animal Racing, originally released in 2010 on the Wii, and now available on Steam for about $7. why do all their games seem to come at this price point, and why does that seem like way too much to pay? Calvin Tuckers describes itself as a wacky, cartoonish kart game with loads of typical redneck toilet humor. My favorite is when you make your character take a shit so that the people behind you will slip on it. It's about as polished a turd as you would expect from Team 6 at this point, especially given that some of their other games were considered the worst reviewed on Steam. I tried to download one of them thinking it would be great for this segment, but it was so buggered that it crashed my laptop every time I tried to load it. So look, let's just see how much fun I had with Calvin Tucker's Farm Animal Racing. Alright, Team 6 has returned to be a constant thorn in my side. Now, before I begin with Calvin Tucker's Farm Animal Racing, I would just like to say I have tried multiple times to capture footage of myself playing this game. The first time, using OBS Studio, it kept making my machine crash over and over and over again. The second time, here using StreamYard, well, for some reason it didn't capture the audio. The third time, I played it for almost an hour. A grueling hour. I forgot to hit record. So here we go. Calvin Tucker's Farm Animal Racing. Let me tell you a few things straight off the bat, now that I can see that I'm definitely recording. First of all, it apparently used to be a Wii game. Second of all, there are no options, apart from audio and credits. So this is how you can see, yep, cool, Robbie Nellis did a bit. There's a Wii programmer, so there you go. That's how I know it was probably used to be a Wii game. That's about as much as I give a shit, Team 6. Alright. So it doesn't actually tell you how to control it. I had to read in the Steam review what the controls were, and I still don't know what they all are. Basically, you can do a tournament. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tournaments. Fabulous. Great to know. There's 4 races in each tournament, 2 giant laps, and it is just an absolute clusterfuck the whole way. At first I thought there was actually going to be quite a bit of variety in all of the various different tournaments and the different races you can do, the different tracks. But then the tracks just started repeating themselves, or just being slight mirror versions of themselves. Each track is an absolute orgy of ideas. So let's just go right into one of them. Let's do the one I'm up to, another weird trip tournament. Fucking let's go. Alright, cool. Yep, they all look like ones I've done already. Win all races and I'll unlock Billy Bloody Barry. Great, there's Slimy Billy. He is Kermit the Frog's hillbilly nephew. We're not playing as him again. There is Sue Quack. She is literally just a chicken head rotating above a cart. Alright, I got a soft spot for Suella Stripe, not gonna lie. And here is Billy Slick. I just unlocked Billy Slick. But I think for this, we'll go back to the default character, which is Billy Pete. Now, Billy Pete is a fun time. Just have a look at Billy. You know, he's just going to be full of crazy ass jokes, and that, you know, he doesn't wipe his ass properly. But let's dive in. Come on, Billy. Let's do this. We're going to do the first race in Tournament 3. Drive over boost pads to gain extra speed. Great, I love when the tips tell me the fucking obvious. As you can tell, I am upset to be playing this game because I already thought I'd recorded enough footage, but here we go. Alright. Oh my god, he's just ramped. Okay, now that happens a lot. You just don't move. You spin, you don't know why you're spinning. Wonderful, good time. Alright, we're back into it. I can imagine these were okay graphics on the Wii back in 2000 and bloody whatever. Now I'm on to the third tournament, but I can tell you that this course exists in previous tournaments. This is just a slight alteration of it. I think it's like a mirror version.
It's basically about 3 or 4 tracks, I think, that get reused over and over and over again. You collect these horseshoes. I don't know what they do. It says ready, and I could just sit here and press every single key on this bloody keyboard and have no idea what to do. And for that matter, it's all on keyboard. There's no gamepad support, and for a game like this, it is absolutely killing my nearly 40-year-old hands to have to sit here on the bloody arrow keys. But you get that. You get that. I'm sure all you PC purists out there will be like, but keyboard's the best way to do it. Not for a game like this. Not for a game like this. Although I think you only say that about first-person shooters. Whoop, yep, okay, cool. I got hit in the head by an acorn. That's fine, that's fine. I have a Molotov cocktail here that I'm gonna throw up some farm animal's ass! If I ever catch up to one. Alright. Collecting horseshoes. Oh yeah, final lap. Lap to it. Oh! Hey, Suella! Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I actually like you, Suella. Come back. I'm gonna boost. And woo! Yes, that's right. Right through that wall. Well done. I mean, there's a lot of craziness going on. I did say in the previous game that it was not enough of a clusterfuck. And I can honestly say that in this game, I feel like I'm being clustered and fucked all at the same time. Do with that information as you will. Alright, there's some pretty particle effects in this magic little village. Oh, if in doubt, flames! Oh, it's a boulder. Alright, I've got some fruit I can throw at these guys. That's wonderful, isn't it? Yes! Woo! Oh, did I get him? I think so. I don't know. These tracks are very narrow. Well, this part of the track is anyway. And we're done. Still recording. Thank God for that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't totally hate this, but I can so see this being something that a single dad bought for his kid for Christmas because it was $5 in a bargain bin at EB Games. There's some interesting variety in the tracks, but it ends pretty quickly once they start repeating themselves. There is no multiplayer to speak of. It's just pretty bare bones. You know, good on you, Team 6, for trying. Let's bring this home in the ultimate bargain bin segment. This is Under $1. This week's Under $1 is about as basic as it can get when it comes to the kart racing genre. This game is just called Go-Kart Racing, and it cost 43 Australian cents on Steam. It is from developer and publisher Flagman Jeremy, who seems to have an interesting array of games, including some roulette simulators and other fun stuff that, you know, your dad might have played in a Yahoo Games chat room back in 1998. Anyway, it's pretty bare bones. Go-Kart Racing by Flagman Jeremy. Take a look. Go-Kart Racing. Alright, 2018, it's not that old. Made with Unity, looking, you know, not too bad for $1 so far. Let's start a go-kart race, shall we? Look, let's do just a few laps to start with. Let's start with, okay. Got the Pickwick Championship karting oval, Wedgefield karting course, or the Grizzly karting circuit. Let's start with the Mario circuit, shall we? All right. Should have looked at what the controls were. Oh. Okay, it's just using the arrow keys. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. I'm coming last, but you know. Nothing to go. Oh, wow. It just goes around in a circle. That's astonishing. Alright. Oh, you motherfuckers. I mean, you little clones that you all are. Nothing identifiable about any of you. Most of you have red. Oh, wait, there's a purple and a blue go-kart. I love my kart races to have a little bit of character. I don't know if there's anything I can do to go faster, but... get out of my way! Okay. Right. Maybe I should have gone the 7 laps. That might have been slightly more exciting. Alright. Wow. Amazing. Oh, you can paint your go-kart. Whoa! Get out of town. I made it blue, guys. I made it blue. Blue has always been my color. Let's go with that. Any game controls I'm not really picking up on? Other than the fact that I can use a controller. Oh, I've got a controller right here. Does that make it any... Ah. Alright, well, let's go 7 laps on the old Wedgefield karting course, shall we? There is literally nothing else to see here. There are only 3 courses. There's no difference in any of the characters. It's about as exciting as your cousin who is a go-karting enthusiast, and I'm sure that person is not as exciting. Maybe it's like the thrill of going go-karting with your mates at a bachelor party, but I'm gay and I haven't really had that experience. In fact, most of the bachelor parties I've been to have been way more fun. So look, here it is, bland as bland can be, go-kart racing, 43 cents. It's up to you if you really think that it's worth it. Go-kart racing, everyone. You get what it says on the packet, I guess. Exit game. So that is it for this edition of the Bargain Bin Gamer. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I hated playing these games. Okay, I'll be fair. I didn't mind the first one. I will probably play a little bit more of it. The other 2 can go and burn in a horrible hellfire. Oh, they're shit. All right. I hope you enjoyed the program and that you will be back next time. If you did like it, please make sure you give it a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel and share it amongst your friends. You can also follow us on Instagram, Bargain Bin Gamer, spelled Gaymer, and we do have a Twitch channel in which we'll be playing some of the games we review in their entirety. Don't forget that this program is part of a bigger network of podcasts called the BQN. You can check out our other amazing shows by searching for the BQN Master Feed wherever you get your podcasts from. Look for shows such as All Good Things, Galaxy Class, History with the Zalagis, Infinite Diversity, Mickey's Marvels, Sasquatch, What's the T-Bev, and my other show, The Trexperts Quiz. You can support these shows by becoming a patron of the network by going to patreon.com/BQN. For a very small fee per month, you can enjoy early access to shows and also some other exclusive network content and join our monthly roundtable meeting known as the Hive Mind. It's pretty incredible value, and we do need your support to keep all of our amazing shows coming to you each and every week. But that's it from me for now. I'll see you next time. All right, let's go. So, to help with things here, we're going to give this guy a backstory. This is Steve. Steve is a software engineer at a tech company. Steve likes to go go-karting on the weekends. He also enjoys smoking his own meats in the backyard. He has a little YouTube channel about it. Steve doesn't like to show his face on the YouTube channel. Steve hasn't had sex with his wife in 5 years. Steve has had a strange itching around his anus, which has just been getting worse, but he's too afraid to talk to the doctor about it. He thinks it's just one of those things that happens as you get older, or perhaps just the brand of toilet paper that he's using. He hasn't been afraid, well, he's been too afraid to tell his wife that maybe it's time to get a different brand of toilet paper. But you know what? She's always loved that quilted quadruple ply. Steve never really quite understood why it had to be quilted or quadruple ply. Every now and then he walks past the hypoallergenic brand in the supermarket and goes, I wonder if I got that and just, painted some quilting on it myself if she'd notice. Eventually, Steve did buy the hypoallergenic brand, but he kept it stored inside his man cave along with all his cookbooks for smoked meats. He would always go number twos when his wife wasn't home. He'd sneak in, he'd go into the man cave, he'd get some of his hypoallergenic, and then he'd go in, he'd do his business, wipe with the hypoallergenic, put the quilted quadruple ply back, none the wiser to his wife, Jan. And then, never mind, Steve's story is over. He came 6th place, but fortunately, the itching has stopped around his anus, so it was clearly the toilet paper. Well done, Steve. Well done.